hello. Is this Angela from Hatefulmurder?
Yes, it's me.
How you doing? You're live right now on the Moonshine show with Metal Devastation Radio.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here with you guys at Metal Devastation.
Fuck yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. So tell us what's going on in the world of Hatefulmurder besides making some badass fucking metal.
Well, I think it's happening what is happening all the world. We are now stuck in every house now because of coronavirus. We had a bunch of concerts here that were canceled. So we are now at home. We are composing because we can do any concerts now. So we are preparing new songs, and that's all for now. All we can do because of coronavirus,
Yeah, I know. Well, for people out there that don't know, where are you guys located at?
Well, we are from Rio de Janeiro. I don't think it's the city of Samba, but we are here, and we are very heavy metal, and
so
that's the city that has a lot of bands of heavy metal too.
Oh hell yeah. Well fuck man, Brazil's got a lot of fucking metal bands. I mean, we have a lot of listeners from Brazil too. I know there's a lot of metalheads there.
Yeah,
but
a lot. Well, Minas Gerais, it's a city that of Sepultura, and it's a big city. It's near Rio and São Paulo, and have a bunch of heavy metal people.
I know. When I was growing up, I was a big fan of Sepultura, and I remember finding out that they were from Brazil. And like back then, when I was a kid, I just thought that they were probably like the only metal band there in Brazil because you didn't really, in the States, we didn't really hear about anybody else. So I always used to imagine that they just must be the only metal band there, like, but there's actually...
We have thousands of bands.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. So the COVID-19 has been affecting you guys pretty bad, huh?
Yeah, very bad. We are preparing many shows here in Brazil. Last year, we had just launched a new album. So this year was the year so we can tour in every city here in Brazil. So we should go to Northwest in April, and we couldn't. Was canceled. We had some festivals that was canceled too. So that was a big problem for us. And in the end of year, we were planning to go to Europe for the first time, and we can't go because we don't know what's gonna happen the next few months. So this year was the year of touring with this new album, but we can't now. So we are stuck at home, and it's very bad for every band. Every band is passing for this, and there's nothing much we can do.
Yeah, man. Nobody knows what the fuck's gonna happen. It's funny though that you're telling me that South America, Brazil is being hit pretty hard, because I was just talking to somebody the other day at work that was asking me, like, has anything been going on in South America, because the media really doesn't really seem to talk about it that much. They haven't really made a focus on that. Not that I've seen, which is strange.
You meant the media at the other countries?
Yeah, like what we see here on our end. They haven't really talked about South America really having that big of an issue. And somebody was asking me about it, and I was like, well, I don't know. I haven't really seen anything, so I don't know. But now you're telling me that, and that's fucked up, man. That sucks.
Yeah,
it's everywhere.
We have been hit really hard because we are a huge country. Like United States,
Mm-hmm.
and we have 2,000, I think, millions of people here, and we don't have hospitals enough. So it's a huge problem, and I think it's the second country in the world with deaths. We are the second, so we are very, very, very damaged here. So we can go out, and it's hard, man, very hard to say
Yeah.
the least.
That's definitely, that seems to be the problem here too. I mean, like, just with the hospitals, there's not enough doctors in hospitals to handle everybody being sick at the same time, and I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like, when they're telling people to social distance and wear the masks and be careful, wash your hands and stuff, they're doing that because they don't want everybody to get sick all at the same time, because if everybody
Yeah.
floods the hospitals at the same time, there's just not enough room, you know. But if it's a few here and there, I guess they can take care of it. But I mean, it's crazy how many people seem to not really care about it, and they're just going about their business, like it's normal, and it's
Yeah, I think the huge problem here in Brazil is because we have a lot of people that is still is poor, so they don't have money, they don't have a job, a real job. When I say that, they don't have a real job to do, so they sell stuff on streets. They are informal jobs, so they have to go to the streets to win money. So these people can't stay at home. If they want, they couldn't stay at home. And the government is giving money, but the money is not enough for everybody. So many people couldn't stay at home. They go out to do any job they could to win money. So it's a problem. It's a problem because the country doesn't have the conditions to make it that everybody could be at home. So I think it's the big problem of here, Brazil. It's a huge problem.
well, that sucks. Uh, as far as you guys are concerned, though, so I mean, what are your plans right now? So I know you can't do your touring and everything, but you've
Yeah.
got this new album out. Um, what are your plans going forward?
Well, we are composing anyway because stay at home a lot of time. You can be creative and watch stuff, think of stuff, read books. So you can compose stuff. So we are composing, and we are doing some videos at home. Some people are doing that too. So we can do that, and that's all we can do for now. I don't think we can do much for that. All the bands in the world are canceled, all the tours in 20,000. So I don't think we here in Brazil we're gonna have any concert till the end of the year with this situation that we have here now. So I don't think we can make concerts that are the main activity of Hateful Murder. So we are planning to do all the stuff online anyway because we can't have any other activity to I think next year.
Are you guys planning on doing any type of live streaming on the internet?
Yeah, we are planning. We are maybe next month we are able to do that because heavy metal it's a little bit different to do that stuff because I scream from my home and everybody has to have a good internet, and that's a little complicated to have that here in Brazil. But next month we're gonna do a live stream.
Well, as far as your record, everything that I've heard so far sounds fucking amazing. I love it. The production quality,
Really?
yes, it's fucking great, man. Like the quality, the production, everything. It's fucking badass. Like what can you tell us about the recording process? Like what did you guys go through as far as in the studio and everything to make this record happen?
Yeah, the band has 10 years now, and this album, Reborn, is the second album with me because the band before exists, and the former vocalist went out, and they called me, and because I had a lot of bands before Hateful Murder, so I entered Hateful Murder, and then we began, and this is the second album with me. So I think the process of composing we are always doing together, and we love to do that together is the best way. And it's funny because each one of the band hear bands differently. Each one likes one type of heavy metal, you know. So when we went together, we mix that influence of each member influence. So I think we have this oh, this album. It's a mix of every member, you know.
T-
So
tell.
and we
Could you tell us about that? Like, what kind of different metals are you guys listening to? Like, what kind of bands?
yeah, I'm into now some post black metal stuff. I love that stuff, and the drummer likes so much punk and bands like Offspring, and you know, and he likes also Mastodon and stuff,
Hell yeah!
news like that, and the bassist like much heavy metal stuffs, and I and the Renan guitarist, he likes some thrash metal stuff. So each one likes one thing, and we get together everything. So we mix on Hateful Murder.
Can you tell us about the song lyrics? Like some of the themes that you guys are singing about in your lyrics?
Yeah, I like to write about our reality. You know, in the beginning of my career, I used to write about war, about those stuffs, in the past that happened in the past. But now I like to write about our reality. And here in Brazil, our reality is not easy. You know, we have a lot of problems in society, and we have. I like to write also about our own problems. Each one has a tiny little problem in your life that's only you knows, you know. So I like to write about those stuffs. I like to write about fighting against negativity, because I am a negativity person. So I always write to not to be like that. So I try not to write negative stuffs. I always write stuffs to help people, you know, in the way that music helped me every day. So I want that my music help people. So I write about every day what we pass each day, so we can pass through all the problems, you know.
Hell yeah! As far as and you guys have a music video that you're promoting right now too. Can you tell us about that?
Sorry, I don't understand.
You have a music video right now that you're promoting. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we have a lot of music videos. I love to record, and the last one was a lyric video. Is that one that you are talking about?
Reborn.
Ah, okay, Reborn. Reborn was about, because of the quarantine and coronavirus, we had a lot of movies of our pastors that we didn't use. So we decided to use that. We had a lot of tour here in Brazil, and all the tours was by car or by bus. And we had a lot of movies and a record of that. So we decided to mix that to do a music video. It was the one of the first actions that we did when quarantine began. We decided, okay, we have all this recording that we didn't use till today, so let's make a video clip, a music video. So that was that.
Oh yeah. As far as your influences growing up, like what got you into metal and what made you want to be a singer?
Well, that's difficult. Since I was a child, my favorite thing was sitting beside my stereo system and hear a lot of CDs. So when I was a kid, my mom gave me a keyboard, and I was like 7, I think. But I didn't learn anything. Then when I was 10, I started to play guitar, trying it, because I couldn't. And then when I was 14, more or less, I gave up all the instruments because I saw that wasn't my thing, and I started to sing. And by that time, I was already a metalhead. I think since then, more or less, I was already metalhead. So for me, it was very natural. Music was always with me, and was natural. I never thought, I want to be a singer. I want to play. I want to sing. And then I met people, and people said, okay, enter in my band. I said, okay. And then I started to sing, but I was already heavy metal. So in that time I met Arch Enemy that I love so much, and then I thought, my God, Angela goes, so if she can sing like that, I can sing too. So I tried to sing, and everybody, oh my God, you sing just like her, and I think, oh my God, thank you. So that since then, 15, I sing till today. It's already 15 years singing. Okay, I'm old already. Just made 13.
Well, I'm 42, so I hear you. Yeah, Angela was awesome for Arch Enemy too, man. Like I really miss her, to be honest with you. I like their new singer too. She's good too, but I kind of miss Angela.
Yeah, I miss very much Angela. I don't think I like Alyssa too, but I don't think if if you like Angela as I like, for me she was my mentor. So it's very difficult to put someone in the same place. I think anyone could feel the whole of Angela. At least for me, that wasn't possible. But I like Alyssa too, but no one is like Angela.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, but I totally understand, and I respect her decision to do what she did. I mean, she wants to be a mother and a family, and I mean, it's
Yeah.
That's a big deal too, So, but she's still a big part of the band as well, as far as I know. Like she's still a big part of what they do from the back end.
Yeah, I think she's managing the band.
Right.
And I didn't know by the time when she left Arch Enemy, I didn't know that what was because of that. Now I know, so now I understand. At that time, I didn't understand. But now I know, and now I understand much more because I am singer too. And every day, each year, I think I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. And I think she thought about that. I want to have kids, and have a band and to have kids, it's very difficult to manage that. We have a lot of other singers that don't have. Christina Scaba, I think, don't have kids. So, but I think Simone Simons does. So, it's a difficult decision, but I understand what she did.
Yeah, I understand. I'm a musician myself as well, and I was doing a one-man band a long time ago, and then
Really?
yeah, and then when I had kids and I got married, I just decided, because it was just too much to focus on that at the same time. So I decided to do this and just
Mhm.
help everybody else while I can, and still be a part of the scene. Like I love doing this. Just talking to bands and fucking promoting and hanging out. It's cool. But one day I hope to get back to it. Whenever the kids get older.
Yeah, you should. You should.
So tell us, like, I mean, what's next? What do you guys have coming up next for Hateful Murder?
Well, we hope next year we can tour with this new album. We hope to do a tour at Europe or United States. Who knows? We are planning to go to Europe. We had many shows already set, but I think it's gonna be canceled. So we are planning to go to other countries because we have already go to every city of Brazil. We have already, but we haven't gone to any other country. So we want to go to United States and Europe because we know these two places have many of metal battle hands. So we want to every metalhead here Hateful Murder. So we want to do that. Hope we can do that next year.
The name of the band Hateful Murder, I have to ask, how did you guys come up? How did they come up with that?
Well, I think it's gonna be hard to explain in English. Okay, but I'm gonna try. I think it's a word used by police of some states of United States. It's a way of murder someone. It's like it murder someone. It's a thing, but when you murder someone with hate, it's another level of crime. I don't know if I can explain.
Yes, like racism.
Well, yeah, like that. So that's why today I think the name doesn't match so much with the lyrics that I wrote because the performer vocalist wrote about war and 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 I don't know blood and those things. I don't write about this anymore. So sometimes we think should we change the name? Should we won't? But the band has already 10 years, and everybody here in Brazil knows the name. So that's why.
No, you
That's
don't.
why they chose, and it's a death thrash metal band. All the bands in this gender use those kinds of names, so I think it still fits.
Oh yeah, I think it's a great name, to be honest with you. And now that you explained like why and the reasoning behind it, it makes a lot of sense. And it's very
Right.
much modern to what's going on right now in the world, especially here.
Yeah,
Even like I mean I can imagine everywhere else too. But like yeah, it's just there's a lot of fucking people out there that hate for no reason and just
yeah. There is still much of hate and still much of murder of no sense. So I think we should still talking about that.
oh yeah. I got some questions for you rolling in from the chat room from the listeners. Thunderous wants to
Okay.
know where in the world and with what band would you want to play with? If you could play with anybody anywhere in the world.
I want to play with Gojira because I'm a big fan of them.
Yes. Where would you want to play with them at?
Let me think. I think at United States because I have already visited you guys and I like very much, and I think the most of bands that I love are from there. So I think it would be very awesome to perform there.
Oh yeah, we would love to see you too. Another
Thanks Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Hope one day we could.
Another question, Vicky Grandy wants to know, will you ever come to Canada?
Yeah, of course. There are a lot of bands of Canada that I like too. So if we could go to United States, we also go to Canada too. Definitely.
Right on. Now, looking back on your career so far, what's one of your favorite places that you've played so far?
Well, I think it's Belo Horizonte. As I've said, Belo Horizonte is where Sepultura came from, and it's the most heavy metal band that I play in Brazil. So they have a lots of metalheads, and they are very, very for real. When you play there, we have a lots of mosh pits. Wall of Death. We can do all the stuff, all those stuffs at the concert. So I love to play Belo Horizonte.
Yeah, I've heard lots of bands say that when they go to play in South America, it's fucking insane. They said, a lot of bands have mentioned that South America crowds are just fucking nuts. Like, you guys go fucking crazy, man.
I love so much because I think the concert just for that is not only you see. You have to live that. So we are very loud at every concert we play and we watch. So I love to watch concert here too. Rock in Rio. If you see the footage of Rock in Rio, have you already saw?
Oh yeah. Another question from the.
Okay.
Another question from the listeners. Vicky wants to know, how many instruments do you play?
None. I tried to play many, but I couldn't. So I played none.
You were telling me earlier you tried to play guitar, but you settled on vocals. Well, it's a good choice because you're fucking killing it on the vocals.
Thanks very much.
Hell yeah. Another question, where do you see your band going from here?
Well, I think we hope so much to get a good record, because now we don't have it. So it's very important to us have a good label to work with that. So I hope next year we could get a new label to work with us.
Hell yeah. Maybe some labels will hear this and they'll fucking call you guys up or email you or something.
I hope it happens.
Hell yeah. Another question, Scooby wants to know, are you going to go to Australia?
Whoa, Australia, never thought of that, because Australia, it's very far from here. I had a friend that moved from that, and it's almost a day inside the airplane. But of course, if they call us, we go. Call us, please.
Oh yeah. Another question, Bad Wizard wants to know, what other South American bands are you listening to right now?
Well, we heard a lot of Sepultura. We love so much. But we have a lot of bands that we play together and we like also. I like very much Torture Squad. It's a band we tour together, and they have a front woman also. They are a death metal band as well. So I love so much Torture Squad. So it's a band that I recommend to you all. And Claustrophobia also. It's a thrash metal band also, and I love them. They are very, very strong.
Well, speaking of Sepultura, I gotta ask you, because it's a controversial thing, I know, but
God.
what are your
Very
what is your opinion of Sepultura without Max Cavalera and Igor? Like,
well, I think it's a different band. I seen a lot of concerts of Sepultura, and I have already saw the shows, but for before with Max, and I already saw also Cavalera Conspiracy concert, and
Yeah.
it's a different band. You can't say it's the same band, but I love so much Sepultura. It's very crazy when they play all the music that I love. So Derek, it's a different place. So, but they do a very good job. So I like Sepultura how it's now, but I know it's a different band how it was.
Yeah, I gotta admit, like I was a big fan of early Sepultura with Max and Igor, and when they left, I didn't know what to think. I kind of didn't like it. I just maybe the idea of it. I don't know what it was, but it's taken me a long time. But I mean, listening to the new music that they've been putting out, it is good. You can't deny that it is good music. But I mean, like it's just I don't know. Like it's taken me a while to come around, and
It's different. It's different. I agree with you.
but it's cool that they're still fucking that they still carry on the name and still bring such a huge audience because they really do, like worldwide too.
Yeah, they are really big here in Brazil, and I think they are getting stronger now. In the past 10 years, I think, over the world. I think the last albums was very good. So they are conquered now. I think a bunch of people they are lost. I think so. It's a different band, but they are very good now. The last albums were very good.
Well, for all the gearheads out there that are wondering, what kind of equipment do you guys use when you're in the studio or live on the stage?
Well, it's gonna be a very hard to me explain now because it that because we don't care much of equipment. We always ask for the producers to help for us. So our drummer, for example, had a little. If you see our music clip, he uses a drummer that it's really tiny. It's not common to have a drummer that use so much so tiny drums. So he use a lot. When you see a music clip, you're gonna understand because of what I'm saying.
Well,
And I use Shure microphone,
yes.
and I think it's that because I don't play any instrument, so it's a little hard to me to explain those stuffs.
No, hey, I totally understand. I'm talking to you right now on a Shure microphone myself. I love Shure.
I love them.
Shure makes
I
the
love so
best
much.
microphones, and I mean, like, period. Another question.
Yeah.
Mega Mike wants to know, what are your favorite female vocalists? I know you mentioned Angela Gassau.
Yeah. Well, after Angela, when we talk about cultural and death metal stuff and so on, now I'm a huge fan of Pachi of Ginger. You know, I love her so much. I think she has a different um, performing. With Ginger. I love her so much. And when we talk about any other singers, I like so much Christina Scabish. She sings so much. I love her. I think these two, other than Angela Gosson, are my favorite. Tati from Ginger and Christina from Lacuna Coil.
Oh, hell yeah. Another question from the chat room. What are your thoughts? Marietta wants to know, what are your thoughts about Donald Trump?
Oh my God, politics. It's a very difficult to me. It's hard to have opinion here in my country. So it's very hard so to have any other opinions from the country, because here we have one news, two news about that, and we don't know the whole picture that is going on in other countries. We have a huge problem here, and we have a big fight, and I think you are having to a lot of issues there. We are seeing
Yes.
in the last past few weeks. We all saw that in the news, that what happened there, and is happening here also. So we had a lot of stops on the streets. So when I talk about politicians, I say what I say to everybody. I don't believe any politicians. When people ask, "Oh, you are like that, you are like that," I don't believe any one of them, because I'm like Lemmy from Motorhead. I don't believe any of them. It's a good for us, because they are always playing the role for them. So
Exactly.
fuck all the politicians.
Fuck them all. Yeah. My opinion totally, man. Like, you know what? They're all salesmen. They're all trying to fucking sell us some bullshit just to make themselves rich, and we get fucked in the end. Like, fuck them all, man. Like, they don't care about us. They don't.
Yeah, they don't. I'm sure of that.
And the more I think about it, there's no fucking reason for it. I don't understand why we have to still have kings and queens and presidents and fucking governments and bullshit, Like, I mean, what the fuck, man? We can take care of ourselves.
Yeah, when I wrote my musics, I always talk about that, how we have to deal with our problems. But people always believe that someone is gonna solve the problems, and that person doesn't exist. They say they're gonna solve, but they don't solve. They are all the same. So I believe that each one has a power, and we have to fight for this power. We have to stop believing other people to help us. We have to help each other.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to. You have to help your neighbor, help your community, and that's all you can do. I mean, I don't know.
It's a difficult matter, but that's what I think.
Right on. Well, Angela, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. I'm about out of questions for you. Is there anything else you would like to add to let your fans know?
Well, I'm very happy to have this inviting. So I hope you guys like Hateful Murder. So if you wanna check out more stuff, follow us at Instagram, at Facebook. At Instagram, I am Angélica Burns. So just follow me there, so we can update for news for Hateful Murder. And thank you very much.
Awesome. Well, before I let you go, I gotta get you to make us a station tag, okay?
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, say something like, "This is Hateful Murder, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio."
Okay. This is Hateful Murder, and you are... Sorry, I'm gonna repeat. This is Hateful Murder, and you are listening to Metal Devastation Radio. Right?
Fuck yeah. Can you do another one in a growling voice?
Oh my God. Let me try. I am Hateful Murder, and you are listening Metal Devastation Radio.
Fuck yeah. That was fucking badass. All right. Well, thanks a lot for taking the time to talk to us once again. I'm going to blast some fucking Hateful Murder now for these motherfuckers so they can go crazy, okay?
Okay, thanks very much, guys.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Cheers.
Cheers.
There you have it, folks. Angela from Hateful Murder on the Zach Moonshine Show with Metal Devastation fucking radio. Like I said earlier, put your speakers in your fucking windows, put them in your front lawns, put them wherever the fuck you can to make your neighbors fucking hate you. If you don't fucking see U-Haul trucks tomorrow, you need a new set of balls or a new set of tits or a new fucking stereo, something. Something is fucking wrong with you. If you can't reach out right now to your volume knob and crank it all the fucking way up and make people really pissed off, I'm telling you, do it right now for Zach Moonshine. Do it for Hateful Murder. Do it for metal. Do it for the fucking world, man.